which one is Foxtrot. So, with that, I think we're getting ready. It's going to be another ZVP, and here we go. The countdown has begun, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this going. And this time, let's see what map we're on. Alright, it looks like we're going to be on Overgrowth. So, a ZVP on Overgrowth. Very interesting map for this matchup. Very, very interesting map. And as Lokia said in the chat, yes, this is the Chinese kind of WSS event almost. It's not connected to WSS, but it has the same kind of systematic approach to it and prize money and everything. But you can also have players from Taiwan, and also we have one player who was from Australia who unfortunately got eliminated now in the round of 32. But we have some really good players. You might know Jim, you might know Sigwa, who played, you know, This Is Hard, that super famous game that everyone talked about for some time there in the WCS America, I believe. Oh yeah, I know it's not. I know Chinese is not a language like. Oh, there's Chinese. I know there's Mandarin, and you have. Is it Canto? What is it? I'm really bad at it. But yes, I just use Chinese because I don't even know if it's Mandarin or not. But yes, we are. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you to Overgrowth, and I'll play on the bottom left-hand side is going to be Shana. And his opponent in the top right-hand side, as the blue Zoe player, right now teamless it looks like, it is going to be EZRC. Now, it looks like with the earlier game, we had EZRC just going for a standard kind of build, something we see. It isn't like standard by your EU kind of standards or European kind of standards, where you usually get your speed around. What is it? 5 minutes, just about? Around 5 minutes, you start getting your speed. Now, here he doesn't get speed until like 8 minutes or something, more like a Korean meta, where you delay your speed quite a bit to make more links instead, but it really relies on you not getting stuck with a pile and warping and sell it over and over again. Maybe using a few more spine crawlers, maybe using a few more roaches they can get out earlier, but in this case he just masked out those links, and if you have four warp gates you chrono on and just keep warping in more and more zealots, well then you're going to do very, very well against that kind of composition. Now, let's see, we have a hatch first coming down from EZRC, so with a hatch first like this, you'll probably see, you know, just some standard play. We've seen a lot in the Korean scene right now, more 14-14s. We've seen a pull first into aggression. But with this, you expect some standard. Now, the question is, does he follow up with a hatchery into pull or double hatchery? We do see this one drone scouting for the cannons. We do see the pull going down, so it looks like EZRC just playing, you know, with a hatch first, but it's the most safe hatch first you can do. You have the drone scouting for any probe who could place down any cannons. As soon as you see that cannon, you just pull down your workers and you block everything off, kill everything. Oh, Cantonese, yes, that's what I was looking for, by the way, earlier. Now, let's look at Shana for a second, because Shana here, he's getting his cybercore down, he's just getting his standard kind of opening. He goes for one gas, so it's, you know, just your standard kind of expansion play, where you can't see any really one base, you won't see any nexus into super early tech. There's no rush behind this, and this is something that EZRC probably will see very, very quickly here. Now, I don't know, Shana looked very strong in the first game, and of course that kind of 4-gate pressure hits around 7 minutes, so we could still see that kind of play. Now, the question comes down to whether EZRC plays the same, if he gets that third base around the same timing, and if he chooses to, you know, get his earlier speed, because this time he does get his speed much, much earlier. You'll see getting, he'll get you around, you know, 4:30 around. So it's a very good timing. you'll have your speed outs before those cells can really start hurting you. You can start shutting down pylons. And I feel because it was a 4-player map, you know, Foxtrot is a 4-player map, you usually feel a bit more safe, but in this case, I wouldn't feel safe at all if I was EZRC. Now, it looks like he will find the probe, a very good snipe here, of course, because he can shut down that pylon, he can shut down any kind of scouting for the third base, anything really, that, anything and everything that Shana wanted to get done with that probe. Rather. So now here comes the Mother's Recoil, here comes the initial salad. We'll try to put on some pressure, but I'll be very surprised. Well, he does go for the 4th gateway, so we actually see that 4th gateway go down, and with that, it looks like we'll have some pressure coming down, but EZRC hasn't gotten his 3rd. I believe he should be kind of afraid of the 4 gateway pressure. He has seen 3. He hasn't seen the 4th. And I don't know. Someone just messaged me 1,000 different... I don't know. Anyhow, right now, we have the first initial pressure coming down from Shana. A lot of links being made here for EZRC once again, but this time they're going to be speed links. We'll have a lot of the speed links out in just a second or so. But scouting, there's no 3rd base. I believe Shana really won't be getting all too many warp-ins. I'd be very surprised if he keeps on getting, you know, just more and more and more warp-ins. Like, you know, up to 10 cells or so. It'd be kind of wonky. So it looks like we're going to stick on just a handful of cells for the moment at least. We'll see how many he wants to get in the end, depending on if he really wants to contain his opponent and try to cancel the 3rd base. But I kind of like this as EZRC here. He does try to trade a bit. This is actually a great round though by EZRC. So EZRC will get this around. He will do a lot of damage. Has to watch out though for Shana's cells because they're still doing so much damage. But he's getting his 3rd in the downwards position. He's getting his spine crawler moved up over here as well, trying to kill off this pylon. So once again, this pressure just doing so much damage. But now those queens are being chased out. EZRC trying to buy time for the spine crawler. He can't lose the spine crawler though. If he does, he's in some really difficult position. But he managed to kill the pylon. And now it looks like Shana will have to kind of take it easy on the pressure. No, he's just whooping in more. He's just not quitting. I would assume, you know, with the spike roller going down so many links on the map, he would start taking more easy with the warp-ins, but he's just continuing. He's getting his +1. Now he starts adding more gas, so he can start adding that tech down. And the +1 is on the way as well. But the 3rd has gone down for EZRC. So with these 3 bases, he can really start getting back into the economy. Now, he made so many links that are actually tied in workers, but it's not going to be hard whatsoever for EZRC to kill off the pylon. A very good snipe here, and if he kills off the pylon, every pressure from here on out is just died. So here we go. Shana has to choose: does he recall back? Does he try to do any damage? And he has so many zealots, so I wouldn't be all too surprised. But we'll see. He might put on some pressure. He can kill a lot of links with it. If the spine crawl helps out, it's going to be much harder. But now with the watchtower, he sees, okay, there's a 3rd base. Let's go for it. EZRC is now in position. Now he realizes, okay, where is that army? He will find it, but he doesn't have enough links. He needs those roaches, and he needs a lot of them actually. You can't just get 5-6 roaches against this. I would say you probably need at least like 9-10 roaches against this many cells if you really want to be able to kill them without taking too much damage. But we'll see. Here comes the kiting. The first time warp goes down, and no roach will actually be killed. A nice transfuse here. A lot of links as well. But he doesn't want to trade these links. These links are very valuable. The roach are doing the damage though. Great surround. He loses the Mother's Recoil. That's actually a great snipe. But those cells are dying off very quickly here. EZRC is taking his position. And there we go. EZRC is on 3 bases, just droning like a madman. And now he's up versus a 2-base Shana. Now it looks like Shana getting up to, what is it now? It's 7-8 gateways. He's going to continue with the same kind of build. He's going for 8 gates. Doesn't have a proxy pylon though. This is a really big kind of mistake from him if he wants to put on any kind of aggression. You need those proxy pylons. So right now, yes, 8 gateways. We have +1 researched. This could be a very deadly timing. Don't get me wrong. This is a very deadly timing. And, you know, EZRC was a bit supply booked there for a second. He needs to just realize the threat here. He hasn't scouted whatsoever in the base of Shana for quite some time. So I think he believes that Shana might just try to get a third at this point. But you can't just believe in this game. You have to really go scouting. You have to know what your opponent is doing. And look at this. I mean, Shana is now pushing on forward. Now EZRC is realizing, well, this is actually a lot of aggression. You're probably doing your 8 gate again. So he has to get those lings, he has to get those roaches, and to be honest, lings in this case had to be very precisely microed. He's even supply blocked for quite some time here, so now he's not supply blocked anymore. A lot of roaches coming out, but this is a lot of stalkers, and those cells would tear through the Soglings. Don't get me wrong, they will just fall. So this is a very hard hold. That Spinecaller dies so quickly, and right now it's 1-1 at 4. Shano's just pushing on through. Although there's more supply for EZRC, that doesn't really help him at this point, because there's way too many stalkers just killing off his roaches. He's getting so many more behind this though, and he's trying to kite. He does have roach speed, so that does help him quite a bit. And the force fields don't really trap too many roaches, therefore he can keep on holding. But it gets so hard here for EZRC, because although he's getting out roaches and sneaking out units, he's going to lose his third if Shana just focuses it down. It looks like that is going to be the case. Here comes EZRC trying to make the hold, but Shana just cleaning everything up. And slowly but surely, Shana is just catching up his supply. Very nice burrow micro. There's no observer to see him, but you know, it doesn't really help at this point. The third is gone. There's no production left. All those workers dying off as well. So we're down to just a handful of roaches. 10 right now fighting against 1-1 stalkers. And of course, that 1-1 helping out so much for Shana, who now is just pushing on forward, killing off overlords, killing off a base. You know, every unit that just goes down is one less unit for EZRC to hold on to. So it looks very bad for him. But he will try his best still. He might want to get the high ground here. A good force field on ramp could seal the deal, but it might just be over already. Here comes Shana, getting a very nice engagement, killing off 17 more workers, and he's just going to clean up the rest. So it looks like we have a very solid 2-0 for Shana. With the same kind of build 2 times in a row, we have 4 gate pressure into an 8 gate all in, and there we go. That's the GG, and we will have a 2-0 for Shana. So let's see. Okay, some guy messaged me with like 1,000. It's like there are 2 different symbols that he just masked over and over again. I go like, I don't know. That's literally like 500 or 1,000 or something. I don't know what it means. So that's my major tool when I want to cast Chinese games. I use Google Translate. And it says, yeah, it says